what is the most valuable things in this world? Time, guys, time. You may have all the money to buy stuff, but you cannot buy time. So I cannot believe that I'm already 55 years old. So hopefully this video will give you some idea why you should treasure time. I've never felt more happier when I was younger. Don't be afraid to grow old, because I think a lot of people are afraid and you are not alone. Growing old can be quite scary because after 55-60 you start to have problems with your health. So it is really important to first take care of yourself mentally. If you are living with people that is not good for your health, like a very stressful, a very negative, a very toxic person, that will affect your health. And also, if you are in that situation, you cannot control that person, but you can control yourself. Try to grab whatever opportunity you have to be alone if possible. Because alone time is really, really important. Because that is where you discover yourself and, evaluate your needs. It's like you are talking to your best friend. Because you cannot rely on friends nowadays. Of course, it would be very lucky if you have a few friends that are very supportive. It's enough with one, two will be a good blessing. And that's it. That's all you need. Today is a special day, but I'm gonna keep it really simple. And today I'm wearing red because it's a lucky and health symbol. And what is your lucky color? And these are the tea leaves I foraged this year. And today I decided to grind them, make them into powder, and restore them into glass container. These are tea supply for the whole year. And every year during spring, I pick the new leaves. And you guys know that I love tea. I could drink at least 2 liters per day. So by doing that, I save plenty of money. And it's more nutritious and healthy too. I loosened the tea leaf, cut them into smaller pieces using a food processor. And I'm curious to experiment. I wanted to cut them into like powder form. What I do is I loosen them up first and then grind them for at least 10 minutes. And this is how it looks like. If you are like me, a tea lover, I think you should do some research on the environment around you in the nature. And you'll be surprised, many plants can be used as tea. And this is one of my favorite tea, Nettles tea. I'm trying to see if I could get the green tea effect. But no lay. Powder just sink right onto the bottom, but it's still drinkable. Delicious. I found these tools that I can fill powders and tea. It has a big hole opening so that I don't have to spill them when I spoon them over to the glass container. Actually, you don't need to buy this. You can use a plastic bottles container, just cut the bottom and lid the lid top on so that you could use it as a filter. So now my tea supply is being taken care of. All you need to do is to find a dark, cool place and store them so that the leaf will not change color. And every time I do this, I feel so damn rich. And of course, you know what I mean, not money but emotionally rich. Being rich is not how much money we have in our bank. You don't need a lot of money to feel rich. In my case, I feel rich being able to give myself time to create more me time so that I could do what I like, be more creative, and feel useful and productive. And oh, it's time for lunch. I'm going to show you how I make my spring roll and dumplings. These are the two dishes I loved. I think celebrating birthday should be effortlessly stressless, and also just cook the food that you really enjoy eating. And here's how we do it. As you can see, it is quite easy to handle these net wrappers. LG noticed that I'm a little bit stressed when Siri is around, so he decided to bring her out into the garden so that I could work in peace. Maybe you may laugh. To me, this is very therapeutic, and it's also some of my me time, being given the space to do what I love and relax. And I'm so glad that LG is so understanding. After the spring roll wrapping, it's time to wrap the dumplings. I usually don't make the wrappers myself because it is very convenient with the ready one, and it tastes much better too. I like it because the thickness is the same and it is much easier to cook them. If you make your own wrappers, chances is the thickness will be different and it is so troublesome. We call it leceh. And as you can see, it's really easy to make. I usually like to make a lot so that I could freeze them and I don't have to do them again. I know eating fried food is not so healthy. And since today is my birthday, let's make this exception. My tips for an extra crispy skin is to fry them in medium-high heat for at least 8 minutes. And because the shrimps and the chicken are raw, make sure you fry them until all the sides are golden brown. Use the same temperature except using lesser oil when frying the dumplings. You want to fry them for at least 4 to 5 minutes on each side. Turn them and fry them for another 3 to 4 minutes. And when both sides are done, pour some water over the dumplings and quickly cover with a lid. Now you want to cook them for a further 5 to 6 minutes. And when they are done, serve them immediately hot. So this is my birthday, late lunch, early dinner. Nothing fancy, just the stuff that I loved. And I should warn you, this spring roll is highly addictive. We wrap them around with a salad, eat them like the Vietnamese. And no rice, just dumplings. No cakes, no sweet stuff, no coffee, no fika. And just the way I like it, savory. And having a nice dinner with my darling. After dinner, we went to town for a course. Here, we learned how to use social media to market our Airbnb. After the course, we went over to my daughter's and her boyfriend's apartment. And because both of them are away, we promised to help them to take care of the cat for a few hours. So here, we give them food, fresh water, and some candies. And we watch television with both cats. Look at Philippa. She looks so satisfied. This cat is so old. and she is about 19 years old. My daughter have her since she was a really small girl. She is very protective and loves to cuddle. And Tommy's cat, Maisie, is another cutie pie. Unfortunately, she's a bit scared for Philippa. It's good that she is not so domineering, otherwise it could be a problem, both living in a small flat like this. By right, cats shouldn't be spending too long hours alone, so we decided to stay back, watch television with them and have some cozy quality time. This is really important for them because then they will feel safe, loved and cared for. And of course, these moments are really special. It is good mentally for both human and animals. As for a human being, we need to find time to give love and empathy. In return, we get these healthy hormones from loving them. If you have a pet, how many minutes or hours do you spend quality time with them? Let me know in the comment because I really am curious. After a couple of hours, it's time to leave the cats. Look at Maisie, she's really sad. I wish that we could be there the whole night. Unfortunately, we have another cat at home waiting for us. Just on our way home, LG told me she will have a surprise for me. And I was really curious, feeling excited at the same time. And so you want to know what is the surprise? Make sure you stay tuned to my next vlog. And I hope that you subscribe. If you haven't, do that. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.